Hey friends, this is Sabrina. I'm here with my review of the new F1 film starring Brad Pitt. I caught the early release Monday evening in IMAX and I'm excited to share my thoughts. Bottom line up front, I'm giving this film 3.5 out of 5 stars. I recommend both F1 fans and newcomers to the sport go see it. This film delivers something unique, a spectacular piece of entertainment that captures the visceral thrill of Formula One racing like nothing we've seen before. At 155 minutes, it's a significant time investment, but the racing sequences alone justify that commitment, especially if you can experience it in IMAX. My recommendation: whether you're an F1 fan or completely new to the sport, this film will give you an incredible appreciation for what makes Formula One special, and that, I believe, is exactly what Liberty Media set out to achieve. This film represents a next step in Liberty's strategy to bring Formula One to mainstream audiences worldwide. It's a natural evolution beyond Drive to Survive, a big-budget, star-powered experience that can reach audiences who might never commit to a Netflix series, but will absolutely give Brad Pitt 3 hours of their summer. Let me start with what this film delivers exceptionally well. The racing sequences are genuinely impressive. The production team's decision to use modified Formula 2 cars designed to look like current F1 cars, combined with filming at actual Grand Prix weekends, creates racing sequences that genuinely make you feel like you're in the cockpit. The IMAX experience, enhanced by Hans Zimmer's soundtrack, delivers an immersive experience that's simply breathtaking. The racing sequences, particularly some of the high-speed action, represents a genuine breakthrough in how motorsport can be captured on film. The film takes a streamlined approach that prioritizes accessibility while maintaining enough authenticity to feel credible. This was clearly a deliberate, creative choice. Balancing the need to serve both hardcore fans and general audiences is incredibly challenging, and I think they struck a smart balance. Having Lewis Hamilton as producer, along with technical partnerships with teams like Mercedes, shows throughout the film. Based on my research, Mercedes provided significant support. They worked with the production team to convert Formula 2 cars into machines that could pass for F1 cars, and even gave access to their facilities, including wind tunnels and simulators. This level of authentic cooperation, combined with real circuit locations and broadcast elements featuring David Croft and Martin Brundle, creates an experience that feels genuinely connected to the sport. The team dynamics capture the essence of what makes F1 teams special, even if the film makes different choices about character development than some other racing films. The basic operational structure and the pressure cooker environment of race weekends comes through effectively. This film makes very deliberate creative choices about how to balance spectacle with storytelling, and I think those choices serve its primary mission well. The film prioritizes the visceral experience of Formula One over deep character studies. For audiences encountering F1 for the first time, feeling the speed, precision, and intensity is probably more valuable than complex character arcs. The pacing works effectively. The film manages to keep you engaged across its 155-minute runtime by alternating between high-octane racing sequences and the human elements that drive the story forward. While the character development takes a very different approach than films like Rush, it serves the film's broader accessibility goals. The romantic elements and team relationships provide emotional stakes that help general audiences invest in the racing outcomes. While these storylines follow familiar patterns, they serve the film's primary purpose of creating emotional investment. I do think there were some missed opportunities to portray the professional capabilities of the supporting team members, particularly the female characters, in ways that might have felt more empowering, but the choices made clearly serve the film's broader accessibility goals. From a strategic perspective, this film represents exactly the kind of bold content investment that Liberty Media needed to make. When Greg Maffei, former Liberty Media president and CEO, said, quote, "Drive to Survive is wonderful, but we can't rely on Drive to Survive to be our only promotion vehicle forever," end quote, this film answers that challenge perfectly. It's Liberty's biggest content investment since acquiring Formula One, and it demonstrates sophisticated thinking about how to expand F1's reach. This film serves as an effective conversion tool. For Liberty's goals of expanding into new geographic markets, especially continuing to grow in the US, leveraging Brad Pitt's star power creates opportunities that no amount of traditional marketing could achieve. And the timing is strategically brilliant. We're in an entertainment landscape where sports content is increasingly valuable and authentic, high-quality productions stand out. This film's technical achievements, combined with full sport integration, create something genuinely unprecedented. The international appeal is significant. The film's emphasis on visual storytelling and racing spectacle makes it accessible across language barriers, which should serve F1's global expansion goals extremely well. The authentic F1 integration creates both opportunities and creative challenges. Having real race weekends, circuits, and full sport cooperation provides authenticity that you simply can't fake. The trade-off is that you're working with certain constraints, but I think the production team navigated those challenges skillfully. This film occupies a unique position in the racing cinema landscape, and I think that's exactly what makes it valuable. Compared to Rush, Ron Howard's film was a character-driven period piece focused on a specific historical rivalry. This film takes a completely different approach. It's about capturing the experience of modern Formula One rather than telling a biographical story. Both approaches have merit for different purposes. Compared to Ford versus Ferrari, both films target mainstream audiences successfully, but they serve different functions. Ford versus Ferrari told a specific historical story about corporate competition. This F1 film is more about introducing audiences to an ongoing sport they can engage with immediately. Compared to Senna, the documentary approach of Senna creates different emotional connections through real archival footage. This fictional approach allows for different kinds of storytelling and spectacular action sequences that wouldn't be possible in a documentary format. So what makes this film special? The technical achievement is genuinely groundbreaking. No racing film has ever captured the speed, precision, and intensity of modern Formula One like this. The combination of real F1 integration, purpose-built equipment, and cutting-edge filming techniques creates something that's never been seen before. And in the broader entertainment landscape, this film perfectly complements Drive to Survive rather than competing with it. DTS provides the behind-the-scenes human drama. This film delivers the pure adrenaline and spectacle that brings the sport to life in ways television simply cannot match. So, for F1 fans, see it in IMAX if at all possible. You'll gain a new appreciation for the sport you already love, and you'll have an incredible experience that enhances rather than diminishes your passion for Formula One. Now, for seasoned F1 fans, it's important to set realistic expectations. This film makes different creative choices than some other racing films, prioritizing accessibility and spectacle over deep technical analysis or complex character development. The racing sequences will give you a new appreciation for the sport, but approach it as entertainment rather than a documentary. If you go in expecting a thrilling summer blockbuster rather than Rush, you'll have a much better experience. And then the newcomers to F1. This film absolutely succeeds in making the sport approachable. You don't need extensive technical knowledge to follow along, and it works wonderfully as pure entertainment. The film does an excellent job of conveying why millions of people are passionate about this sport. For general audiences, if you're curious about what makes millions of people passionate about F1, or if you simply enjoy spectacular filmmaking and high-quality entertainment, this film is absolutely worth your time. You'll leave understanding why Formula One captures imaginations worldwide. For business-minded viewers, this film demonstrates sophisticated brand extension and represents long-term smart investment in audience development. It's exactly the kind of content strategy that positions F1 for continued global growth. And my theater experience confirms the film's appeal. I saw a diverse audience, teenagers through older adults, fairly even gender split, and about a third to half seemed to have existing F1 knowledge. People were engaged throughout, reacting to racing sequences, and I heard positive conversations as people left. It generally felt like an event film. So the bottom line, this film succeeds brilliantly at its primary purpose, creating a spectacular, accessible entry point to Formula One that will inspire genuine interest in the sport. The technical achievement in capturing F1 racing on film is remarkable, and the entertainment value is substantial. Liberty Media made a smart investment in creating something that serves both existing fans and potential new audiences. As someone who wants to see Formula One continue growing and reaching new people, I think this film is exactly what the sport needed. My 3.5 out of 5 stars reflects the outstanding technical achievement and successful entertainment value with creative choices that prioritize accessibility and spectacle. It's a film that accomplishes what it set out to do and does it very well. So that's my take on the new F1 film. The guys are aiming to watch it on their own and will have their own perspectives when they see it, and I'm looking forward to hearing how their different expertise and viewpoints might add to our discussion. So have you seen the film? Let us know your thoughts. Drop me a line via email, sabrina@2guysaGirlandF1.com. If you haven't already, please take a moment to follow us and give us 5 stars on your favorite podcast app, as well as share this episode with other F1 fans. Until next time, this is Sabrina. Thanks for listening.